can just hear how the emotions are still very raw. And that personnel was able to get Damar to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center, a level 1 trauma center ready to handle any emergency at any time.
And that is where he remains this morning. And the story continues to capture the attention of the country, making national headlines since he collapsed. And right now we're joined live by NBC's Maggie Vespa outside of the hospital in Cincinnati. So Maggie, set the scene for us. What's happening there this morning, and did anything develop overnight?
Sure, Pete, Melissa, good morning. And we want to say first, just good morning to Buffalo. And we're just our condolences, frankly, for what you're going through. I mean, everybody, as you said, is being hit hard by this story and by Damar's collapse, but no one harder than your city. And we know that. So overnight, basically, it remains the same. No status updates that we've gotten right now. And we're told to expect those, by the way, from the Buffalo Bills franchise. The family has now said they're going to leave it to the team and let them, that kind of PR machine, help them out with getting the news out about Damar's health. So that statement that the team sent out yesterday saying that they have seen signs of improvement, that's the latest that we've heard. And you might have noticed it was just a pretty short statement. The family seems to be a bit more guarded now about releasing intimate medical details because obviously this is incredibly personal. We're coming up on day 3 and they just, the family spokesperson says they want to release things just as they get more positive benchmarks. A key component, a key benchmark that we're all waiting for is to hear that Hamlin is breathing on his own. Medical experts have told us over and over that would be obviously the focus right now of doctors and nurses inside that trauma center. As you said, a level 1 trauma center. This is the best place he could be in this area. So that's kind of what we're waiting for at this moment. But guys, that latest update that they are seeing signs of improvement, obviously huge, and giving so many people here across the country. And we know in Buffalo, hope this morning. Melissa, Pete.
Right, and hope is everything. Now, Maggie, you just said that we're hoping to hear from the team for the latest updates. So does that mean that we really won't be hearing much more from Cincinnati, from the doctors there in the hospital or the family that is there with him?
So the doctors are being pretty tight-lipped. We've asked the hospital repeatedly to come out and talk to us about what they're seeing. But, you know, a lot of that, from what we can tell, is being left up to the family. And obviously they are by his side 24/7. And they're the ones seemingly who are asking it to just be released, details to be released a bit more sparingly, according to the family spokesperson. So as of yet, we've had one uncle come outside and give a few details, but largely it's a family spokesperson who has worked with Damar before. He's worked with him like on his toy drive and different kind of charitable efforts that he's done throughout his career. He's been in the NFL 2 years, but he's already given back so much, as you guys know. So that family spokesperson helping them out a lot right now. Obviously, as you know, anything could change at any moment. We've been asking the hospital, again, every day for updates. So we're hoping if and when we hear, again, that key milestone of him breathing on his own or something else that's kind of a big positive benchmark, maybe we'll hear from some new voices. But we're obviously just respecting their privacy right now and letting them cope with this, to put it lightly, incredibly difficult situation, guys.
Yeah, and Maggie, we've heard all week about people of all walks of life coming in from all areas to kind of pay tribute to Hamlin and pay support to the Hamlin family. What's the scene there like this morning as far as the vigil goes?
Yeah, so there are candles and signs and just, balloons and the kinds of things that you see in a situation like this, and that scene's been growing since this happened, frankly. And then every night, at the time, I believe it was around 8:50, that Hamlin actually collapsed, they light a candle in his honor. Last night, we were talking to some of those people. One man told us he just drove in from Detroit when he saw this happen. He's a Lions fan. He wasn't at the game, but he saw this and he just felt so touched, struck obviously by what happened, and then so touched to see the medics and the first responders and the support. So he drove all the way down here just to be here outside the hospital. Also spoke to a woman from Buffalo who was at the game. She regularly hosts tailgates outside of Bills games. She was at the game. She was one of the many praying in the crowd, just unbelievably stunned by what she was seeing. She came here yesterday after taking donations for the first few days, and for lunch and dinner brought 100 meals each, like tacos and those kinds of things, catered meals for the staff inside here who have been working tirelessly around the clock to save Damar Hamlin's life. And she said that was just a gift from Bills Nation, that they wanted to show the staff inside this hospital how appreciative they are that doctors and nurses are working tirelessly to save one of their teammates' lives. And she said the staff were incredibly grateful, and they just kept saying over and over, Bills Nation, Bills Nation. Like, they can't believe what they're seeing as far as support goes. So as you said, people from all walks of life, but that Buffalo native really struck us, guys.
Yeah, that is Madeline Hall. She's very popular on social media here in Western New York, kind of leading Bills Mafia. So it didn't surprise us that she came out to Cincinnati to help Buffalonians get the love out there. So Maggie Vespa from NBC, thank you so much for your time this morning, and we'll see you on the Today Show in a few minutes.